If you really wanted to, if you really wanted it, you would get it. It's not important if tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. But eventually, with enough patience, the grind would pay off. But only if you really wanted to. I want to give you an example of my personal experience. For over a year now, I do voiceovers as a sort of freelance service. And I started recording on a quite cheap microphone. To be precise, this thing right here. Doesn't look quite promising, well, it isn't. But still, I tried to make the best out of it, of what I really had. The sound was okay, but normally you would hear a lot of noise when recording with that microphone. So in order to improve the audio quality, I built a little setup next to my desk. I did that to decrease the overall noise that normally would be captured by that microphone and to maintain a closed area so no audio would echo back eventually. I think you get the point. Which really sucked is that the way I had to record really sucked a lot. It is probably the worst position to record a voiceover whatsoever. Usually, I would sit there and my legs, my feet, my back would start to hurt after just 5 minutes. Some recording sessions would take over 60 minutes and you could imagine that this wasn't that great. But still, I continued recording to maintain the best possible quality that I could reach with my equipment. And of course to save enough money while this period of time to buy this bad boy right here. And so eventually, just a month ago actually, I was able to buy this microphone right here. I know it's not the craziest example, but everything that has to do with certain goals, you just have to be patient and stick through it and get done what you started. Okay, cool. So being patient and keep working. Cool. But if you really wanted it, you would get it. What is it? And what if there is no it? What if there is nothing that you are currently working or looking towards? Well, firstly, that's perfectly okay, because your life can be just fine without being headed towards a big achievement. And secondly, it can be anything. For example, working towards an upgrade in your setup, just like I did with this microphone. Or a fitness transformation that you are currently going through, just like I did, which I was talking about in one of my last videos, so if you're interested, click right here. And just like that, it really can be anything. Nonetheless, I would really recommend everybody to set at least one goal. It doesn't have to be crazy unrealistic or crazy hard, but whatever that goal is, it really gets me out of the bed in the morning when I know, alright, I have to do that and I want to achieve that on that day. And one more thing, please don't doubt yourself and stop thinking. Number one reason why a lot of people don't even start with their goals or with their project they really wanted to do is because they overthink too much. And suddenly, in the end, they don't even start doing that. And that's a big mistake. Right there. Whatever you do, you just can't be perfect at the beginning. It's impossible. I don't want to be disrespectful or take away your spirit, but it's the truth. And even one more secret, it has to be like that in the beginning. It can't be perfect in the beginning. Do you think that Elon Musk was the perfect developer, the perfect businessman at the beginning of his career? No, of course he wasn't. Nor was Jeff Bezos, nor was Mark Zuckerberg, nor was Mr. Beast. Still, there is one thing they all have in common. They all started with their dream, goal, or project at some point. You just won't end up at your favorite vacation spot, having a six-pack, driving your favorite dream car, making 10k a month, learning to make tasty dishes, living a peaceful life in a village, or whatever your goal might be, if you don't start in the first place. So if you don't already, then start to create some goals if you don't have any. Start cooking or baking random dishes. Try to get better at it and maybe even try to get a better understanding of nutrition. Or start recording voiceovers. Offer it as a service for other people and eventually get so good at it that you will be working in major projects. Work towards these goals and eventually you will realize, damn, I really managed to do that. I stayed patient and yes, it took some time, but in the end, I succeeded.